How's it going, gang? Chris Cards back through the mail on Monday. 6 returns for you today. Our very first coming from Reno, Nevada. Reno, and we've got Mr. Richards there on the letter of request. We've got Gene Richards. Gene Richards, former first-round draft pick of the San Diego Padres. Signed beautifully there. My set card, 84 Topps. Of course, I had my 84 Topps update on Saturday. That video hit Saturday if you want to check that out. Got a few more cards signed as well as an 85, as you see there with the Giants. He spent 8 years in the Bigs, 7 with the Padres, and of course his very last year in the Bigs with the Giants. Nice return from Gene Richards. And yeah, first overall pick in 1975 of the Padres. Finished third in the Rookie of the Year balloting in 1977 to Andre Dawson. He had 290 his rookie year. Dawson hit 280-something, but he had a few more home runs than Gene Richards, as well as Steve Henderson. Also had a similar average. Hit for more power. That might have been the reason why he missed out on the Rookie of the Year, but great year by Gene Richards that year. His rookie year, of course, got beat out by a Hall of Famer for the Rookie of the Year. Can't complain about that. Awesome return from Gene Richards. Let's move on to our second return of the day. Next return hails from Baltimore, Maryland. Let's see who we have for our second return of the day. We have an inscription request from Mr. Chuck Porter. Chuck Porter, who had a 5-year career entirely with the Brewers. And yes, he did inscribe his Major League debut on his 84 Topps card for the set. Looks great. A few more cards signed by him as well. All from that same era. Only had 5 years as a pitcher for the Brewers. Got into 54 games. Started 34 of those. Pride of Clemson University. ACC Player of the Year in 1976. And of course, he signed the Milwaukee Brewers Future Stars card very nicely there. Frank DiPino is also on there. Chuck Porter. Marshall Edwards will have to be my third send-off to get this card finished. And that looks great. There you guys go. Chuck Porter. There is his information. Awesome return. Let's move on to return number 3. Next return hails to us also from Baltimore, Maryland. And we have, let's see if I can get these out without killing them. We've got Mr. Ken Singleton. Ken Singleton, former first-round draft pick of the New York Mets back in 1967. Third overall pick. Only spent a couple years with the Mets. Spent most of his career with the Orioles. 10 years with the Orioles. Inscribed the 84 Topps very nicely with 83 World Series champion. 74 Topps also signed for the set. These are $5 a card from Mr. Ken Singleton. After his career, spent time broadcasting with the Blue Jays, Expos, and the majority of his time with the Yes Network covering the Yankees. 83 World Series champion, inscribed very nicely there on the 84 Topps card. Loving getting the 84 Topps card signed by the 83 World Series champions. That's pretty neat looking. 74 Topps also signed for the set. 3-time All-Star, finished in the top 5 in MVP voting 3 or 4 times, I do believe. And there you guys go. There's information. Awesome return from Ken Singleton. $5 a card. Good deal. Cards look great. Let's move on now to our next return. And we've got an envelope stamped Jacksonville, Florida on it. And we've got a signed index card this time. It doesn't usually happen. What else we got in here? We got some religious paraphernalia. Where can we go to find answers to life's big questions? Boy, wouldn't we all want to know that. Ed Wojna. We've got Ed Wojna here on an index card as well as an 87 Donruss. 86 Topps card. By the way, due to a production error, that 86 Topps card appears 10 times more than any other card in that set. So if you get a box or a couple packs of 86 Topps, you will find a lot of Ed Wojna cards in there, apparently. 87 Topps for the set, including inscribed his Major League debut. Didn't play that long, 85 through 87 with the Padres, and 9 games with the Indians in 1989. Wrote me a big, long letter. Looks like a testimonial of some sort. You can read it if you want to pause it. I will read it later. There's his phone number. Don't call him. And I'll read it later. Of course, if he takes the time to write all that, I will indeed read it off camera. And there you guys go. Ed Wojna, card for the set, 1987 Topps. He's got this weird way of this little circle. Looks like he's dotting an I, but I don't... Oh, he's dotting the J. Most people don't dot the J, but Ed Wojna dots the J. Thank you very much, Ed. Awesome return from him. Polish descent. Wojna means war in his native tongue. And there you guys go. Ed Wojna. What else to say about him? Pride of Indian River Junior College for those out there who rep IRJC. There you guys go. There's information. Let's move on now to our 5th return. All right, gang. 2 more to go. Our next return from Carroll Stream, Illinois. Feels like there's just 1 card in here, which means it's probably Ryan Sandberg, a TTM legend. And there it is, Ryan Sandberg on a Topps Gallery card, very similar to the Mark Canha card I got signed last week. This one is actually blue. This one's numbered to 75, I do believe. Sandberg's signature is getting a little better. It seems like it's a little more stretched out. It used to be kind of all in one place, a scribble. Very nice return from Ryan Sandberg. I had $10 burning a hole in my pocket, and this card I thought would look great with some ink. I was right. The blue and on blue looks pretty sweet. Ryan Sandberg, $10 to get this card signed. Now, if I sent $20 in 2 cards, you just get 1 card signed. So I'd have to say his fee is $20 per card, but if you send 1 card and $10, he will sign it. There you guys go, Ryan Sandberg. There's the information. Lots of people get this guy signed. He's a great signer, almost automatic. 10-time All-Star, 9-time Gold Glove Award winner, Hall of Famer, 2005. Let's move on now to our final return of the day. Rhino actually might be featured more on Through the Mail Monday than any other player I've requested. And we have our final return. It's going to be Bill Campbell, the late Bill Campbell. Let's get these out without killing them. I got a couple out here. We got 74 Topps signed for the set, 87 Topps signed for the set, 2-time AL relief pitcher, including leading the league in 77 with the Red Sox with 31 saves. There he is on a leading fireman card along with Raleigh Fingers. Need to get that signed by Raleigh Fingers. And Bill Campbell, who passed away January of 2023 at 75 years of age. Very nice to get Bill Campbell back. 15-year career with 7 different teams. 2-time Roll Age Relief Player of the Year, 76 and 77. Was an All-Star in 77. And I got these 3 cards signed for the set. 87 Topps, 74 Topps, and 84 Topps. With the inscription, 1977 All-Star. Awesome to get these signed before Bill passed. Very sad to hear about that. His friends and family, I'm sure, will miss him. And I am super happy to get these back. 3 cards signed for the set, just like that. Plus, another dual card I can send off to Raleigh Fingers for 10 or 15 bucks and get signed. I think it's 15 bucks. He's a weird number. I like it when it's just like a $20 bill, but that's... 15 bucks is tough. Anyway, I digress. There you guys go. Awesome returns all around. There they are in all their glory. Ed Wojnarowski, very nice. Of course, if you guys have noticed, Ken Singleton, I'm getting a lot of cards signed for the set. Chuck Porter, and of course, Bill Campbell. Getting Gene Richards as well. Getting a lot of cards signed for the set. Getting 87, 84 Topps signed as well as 74 Topps signed while I can, of course. It's a race against time here with some of these guys. As exampled by Bill Campbell there, our final return of the day. That is it, my friends, for Through the Mail Monday. Put it in the books. Hope everyone enjoyed this week's video. Let me know what you guys thought of these returns in the comment section below. And what else is there to say? Not much. Oakland A's and Mets going on right now. Game 3 of a 3-game set. Hoping the Mets sweep them. I think they're in the 7th inning now. And watching that, they're in San Francisco at the end of the week. Thought about going there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the games. Still might go for Saturday, Sunday, but Thursday, Friday is going to be tough to get to. We'll see if I go down to San Francisco for that. Otherwise, we might wait till they come visit the Padres and do another San Diego trip, which we did a few years ago and had a great time doing. So just a lot going on after our trip, and to take another trip so quick after our last trip that to Vegas, which was great, by the way. Thought we would maybe, it just might be too hectic. We might not enjoy it. It just might be too much of a hassle. So there you guys go. Yeah, Vegas was great. I went to my very first hockey game, the last home game of the Las Vegas Golden Knights against the Seattle Kraken, who were actually a newer expansion team than the Las Vegas Knights. Really cool, very first hockey game. We were probably about 6-7 rows up from the visiting bench. Very cool seeing hockey live for the first time at any level whatsoever. Just surreal, really how these guys are just hustling, the line changes, trying to keep up where the puck is. Sometimes you can't even see the puck. You got to watch the players to kind of see their reaction as to what's going on. So saw some pretty sweet goals. Put $100 down for the Golden Knights to win by a run and a half, a game and a half, what are they called? A goal and a half, I guess. And they won by 3 goals, 4-1. So got my plus 150. So it was nice to win that bet. Went back to my hotel, Park MGM, and cashed that bad boy at the Cage before going to bed that night. That was fun. Went to Shake Shack afterwards. Park MGM, love Shake Shack. There's going to be one in Portland here pretty soon. So once again, another one of those burger places that it's probably my favorite burger place is Shake Shack. And so it'll be closer to me in Portland, which means I will not have to go to Shake Shack in Vegas anymore. I'll try some other stuff, tried to Crack Shack, tried a few other things, went to the Wynn buffet. That was divine. That was great. What else did we do? We had a great time. What else did we do? Oh, we saw Maroon 5 on Saturday night. My wife absolutely loved it, and I think I knew every song. I didn't know. You go to a concert and you're not too up to date on some of these guys, and you're like, oh, they sang that. Oh, they sang that. Yeah, that was pretty much the entire concert. Pretty incredible. There was his last night there. I think he's coming back in August for another week of shows at Park MGM there at the arena, whatever that was called. It was a lot of fun. We're not normally in Vegas on the weekends because we're cheap and we usually go there on the weekdays. But yeah, that was crazy. We had Moose across the street at T-Mobile Arena, and then we had, of course, Maroon 5 there inside Park MGM, their little building. I forgot what it's called already, but that was a lot of fun. We did a lot of fun stuff. We hiked. We went to the Red Rock Canyon and hiked on Sunday, and that was crazy. Here we are. Here's a couple pictures of us hiking. We went to a couple trails and had a lot of fun. And it was hot, but we drank lots of water and got to the very top of the hill and had a great view of Vegas, and it was really cool. Only problem is everyone and their mother went hiking on Sunday, so some of the places were full, so we had to pull off somewhere else and kind of hike on this random trail. But we turned this mile and a half trail into like a 3.5 mile trail because there's a bunch of other trails out there that we just started taking. I got this app called All Trails, so I had that open up so we could find out where to go and where to navigate, and it was such open ground and so pretty out. It was you can really see the trails and the path you had to take just from looking. So that was a ton of fun. I love doing that, and that's it. We came back Wednesday afternoon and got back at like 5-6 o'clock, and I pretty much slept till like midnight, and then woke up and I was all screwed up for the next couple days. So that was our trip to Vegas. Had a great time, and glad to be back, and glad to be just back to normal, I guess, for now. Had a fun time. Had a few nice days at the pool as well. So had a great time. Got some good sun, and now it's pretty much raining every day here. So it is what it is. But pretty soon we'll be coming back to summer and 70s and 80s every day. So I'm looking forward to that. And that is it, my friends. I'm done rambling. Thanks for watching. See ya.